My name is Bob the Drag Queen.
And I'm Monet Exchange.
And this is Sibling Rivalry. This week we discuss a controversial article on Slate.com.
We talk about the Emmy Awards.
And we find out what made me say this.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Roberta Eli!
I am sitting here with Emmy Award winner Monet Exchange.
You're damn fucking right, bitch. I'm glad you know that I am on season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm a Miss Congeniality, and now I am an Emmy Award winner.
Monet, you have not, absolutely, under no circumstances, have you won any Emmys.
Excuse me. Here's my question. Why are you such a hating ass bitch?
Okay, first of all, hating on you is literally one of my favorite pastimes. I will never quit doing it. I have dreams where I hate on you.
I really truly believe that you do.
Oh, there's nothing to believe. This is all fact. Don't even stretch your imagination because it's so clearly valid and true.
You are a ridiculous human being. No, girl, I'm an Emmy Award winner. How does it feel to have a friend who's an Emmy? I feel like I'm your first friend who's an Emmy Award winner.
Okay, I'm friends with Delta Work, and she's a real Emmy Award winner.
Oh, okay. Well, to call y'all friends is a stretch. She told me.
We're not really friends. That's all true. We're genuinely not really friends.
No.
But Monet, you were on an Emmy Award winning show.
And okay, but Bob, you cannot deny the fact that my narration and the things that I did in the Spongation.
So you narrated the show. You are the narrator.
You best fucking believe I did, and
you are the Oprah Winfrey of season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Bitch, I narrated the motherfucking season, and that is a fact.
Like, Money, sometimes I genuinely think you're a crazy person.
Also, why do you say, like, you've been doing this thing for the past couple weeks where you say my name, Monet? My name is Monet. Monet, not Monet.
Monet, I have an accent, and I'm from the South. I really wish you wouldn't make my accent a subject of ridicule.
Oh, my God. As you make every part of my being a ridicule.
Some of us just have Southern accents, okay?
And they're crunchy as hell. Anyway, this is
can you guys please go to Monet's page and ask her to take down her Emmy Award-winning status on her Instagram?
I absolutely will do no such thing. I'm pretty sure you can hear Vanessa Vanjie Mateo screaming in the background. Can you hear that?
I can hear it. Why did you change your okay, just so you guys know, Monet's Instagram bio reads as follows. It says Monet Exchange TM trademark, and then there is a blue check. Underneath that it says public figure. Underneath that it says unapologetically black, and there is a Wakandan flag. There's a Wakandan flag next to that.
It's St. Lucia, bitch.
I know, St. Lucia. And then underneath that it says Miss Congeniality. Under that it says Emmy Award winner, parentheses RPDR S10, close parentheses, and then asterisk in that order, asterisk, and then there's a YouTube link that takes you directly to her I Feel Skinny episode 1 web series, which has a crunchy 6,000 views.
Oh my God. You are such a fucking hate ass bitch. I'm so
funny. I have not said. Oh, and then on this says New York. I have not told any lies. All I did was read was literally on your screen.
But the level of petty that you are, it honestly, it sometimes chokes me.
Monet, first of all, I miss back when your bio just said woman. Period. That was the best Instagram bio of all times. Listen, Monet's current bio. I'm gonna let you finish, but Monet's bio pre-Drag Race was the best Instagram bio of all time.
Well, it's just gonna keep on piling up the more accolades I get. In Jesus' name, amen.
I feel like there is a limit to the amount of what's word? I don't want to use anything offensive. No, bullshit you can put on your own.
No, you can only put 250 characters, but hey, here we are.
Are you going to get a special allowance from the people over at Instagram?
I sure the hell am, because why? I'm an Emmy Award fucking winner.
Oh my God.
Anyway, this is a very special podcast because we're both on the road on our separate tours. And
I'm on a short break from being on the road. I am currently in my apartment in my basement.
Right.
And Monet, what city are you in?
I'm in the very exotic location of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Word.
I have to say, coming to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, obviously I'm used to going to Philly, where Philly is very black. And Pittsburgh is kind of the exact opposite. But it's a really cool place. We were down at...
Pittsburgh is the home of Sharon Needles.
Girl, yes. Sharon fucking Needles. The queen of Scream.
Yeah, the House of Haunt is located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know,
wait, what's the House of Haunt?
Aquaria is House of Haunt. That's Sharon Needles' drag house.
What do you mean her drag house? What the fuck? Like...
Sharon Needles is the legendary mother of the House of Haunt.
The House of Haunt is not a real thing.
It absolutely is. It's Sharon Needles. It's Alaska Thunderfuck. It's Aquaria. It's queens like that. Cherry Bomb.
I have never heard of this House of Haunt thing. Is it like how you think that the House of the Drag Queen is a real thing when it's not?
Okay, maybe I'm just more into drag culture and underground stuff than you are.
No, the House of Haunt. Wait, is it really like how you think the House of the Drag Queen is a thing? Is that
okay,
what this?
First of all, I've never seriously. So first of all, I would never claim y'all hoes in my house. Okay?
First of all, you can't claim me because I'm not yours, bitch. You're not my fucking drag mother.
And you are not. You will never be.
I don't want to be, bitch.
You will never be one of my children, Miss Thing. You will always be from the House of Davenport.
You know, people don't know that about me, that I am officially a Davenport. No one knows that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I can tell.
You nasty queen. Wait, so you're on a break for how long is your break?
It was just 2 days. I came back home to audition for a play, which I did a terrible job. I really bummed this audition. Like
No.
Well, what happened was, oh my gosh, shut up. I was doing Shakespeare, and I don't think I've uttered words of Shakespeare since I was in college and under the tutelage of my professors who are much better than I am. So
iambic pentameter.
I don't think this play is an iambic pentameter, but that's cool. Maybe it is. Honestly, maybe that's my problem.
Yeah, I really think that's what the problem is.
But I just didn't do a good job, and I am now sitting in my basement holding a fleshlight in my hand.
Wait, while we're on the phone, that's so inappropriate.
No, I'm not using. Honestly, what happens? I just looked down at the ground, and I did an event for Brazzers, the porn company, recently.
Word.
We did a comedy spit roast, and then they gave all the people with penises. They gave us all fleshlights, and they gave all the people with vaginas dildos.
Well, that's shady.
Well, that's what they did. And I've not used mine yet because I feel like you just need a lot of lubricant to make that thing.
Well, here's the thing. So, Sherry Vine and I, legendary, iconic queen Sherry Vine from New York City, we had a little series called Trade to Trade, and we did an episode with Boomer Banks, and he gave me his fleshlight. Not his, but he has a fleshlight of his hole, and he gave me one, and I picture only using it with a partner. I just don't get into sex toys as a solo person. I don't get into that. I don't feature that life.
Not with your husband?
I don't have a husband.
Monet is in a committed relationship.
I am.
Exclusive.
I am in a committed relationship. Yes, that is true.
Are you exclusive?
Yeah, we are.
So all those folks trying to get some of that brown round, good luck to you because Brown Betty is off the market.
Wait, but going back to the fleshlight, yeah. So, funny story about the fleshlight. So I had the fleshlight one time, a while back, and a guy had came over, and then I wasn't feeling my bottom fantasy, but he was really set on topping. So I just took the little fleshlight out of the thingy, so it's just like the actual thing, like the little slimy looking prolapsed hole, and I just put it between my legs so he could use it.
Wait, did he not know the difference?
He did, but he didn't say nothing, bitch, and I didn't say nothing either.
I was like, nah, you put that pink, because they all pink. Every one of them is pink. Give some pink pussy.
Have you ever seen porn where like a black woman has like a very strangely fuchsia vagina? It's so strange.
The only porn I watch with women is usually when I see a porn where a guy has an absurdly big penis. And they be turning some.
Say their names. Say their names.
No, but it's always like some trade dude with no picture, no name. It's just a video he recorded. You know, they fucking on some on a can of mashed potatoes behind the Applebee's. You know,
a can of mashed potatoes work.
You know what it is.
No, the hell I don't. Anyway,
you know how we do out here in these streets.
So we're both on our respective tours, and
respective.
Perspective.
No, it's perspective.
Okay, why?
Okay, perspective is about perception.
Right.
And respective.
Well, I didn't even get to finish why it's the perspective.
Okay, go ahead.
Because from your perspective, you think that your tour is lit, more lit than mine, and from my perspective, you're full of shit. Ours is better and more lit than yours.
Okay, I will say a couple of things. One, I still don't think how that works. But two, this is not to be shady.
But you know, when anyone says not to be shady, not to be rude, they're literally trying to be shady or rude.
Oh my god, a spider just crawled on me. Monet, a spider just crawled on me.
You are in season 10 of The Worker right now, girl.
Monet, a spider crawls on me.
Oh no, man! I'm like literally getting goosebumps hearing you say it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god! Ew, we are such faggots.
Oh my god! I can't even sit down here. It's gone. I tried to kill it, but it's gone.
Wait, was it a big spider or a little spider?
It was like the size of maybe a dime or.
Bitch, you live in New York City. You've eaten worse.
Monet, I am so. Oh my god, that fucking scared me. I am
so gagged. I cannot believe this is you right now.
Monet, you know I'm afraid of bugs. You know that about me. Why you acting brand new?
Girl, you live in New York City. You scared of bugs, bitch?
I'm not scared of rats. A rat could walk through here and we could be buddies. Bugs are different. Okay. Woo. All right, back on track. This is not up for debate. Work the World is literally the best drag show I've ever been a part of. Ever.
Well, you
Work
also
the World
never on a
is
tour
better than Battle on the Catwalk.
It's called Warren Catwalk, and you just never been part of an amazing show hosted by Monet Exchange and Miss Cracker. That's your problem.
First of all, Monet is doing a crunchy Phoenix number.
Okay. Okay. First of all, so let me say this. First of all, so I have been doing. So I came up with this idea to do this Phoenix number for a very long time.
Oh, you're the originator of drag queens.
Okay, I did not say I was the originator, but between you and I did it first, and you literally tried to make a bigger, better costume to try to mimic my exact number, and you did that.
First of all, I did not try to make a bigger, better costume. My costume is infinitely better than yours. This is not even up for debate. I will post side by sides on the internet, and you all can decide.
Okay, but who did it first, though? Between you and I, who did it first? Just answer that question.
Who did drag first?
Answer my question. Who did it first?
Monet, you did a crunchy Phoenix number while yelling fire, 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 and pulling off an ill-fitting skirt that is clearly a reveal from 10,000 feet away. Even the bitch in the back was like, she about to pull off that skirt.
First of all, your little crunchy wings can't even stand up on their own. You need like 18 crew members to help you put it on. That's whack as hell, my nigga. Like, you whack.
Each wing has a person. They flap by themselves.
No, they don't. Each wing has like 3 people. I've seen the motherfucking video, so don't try it.
That's not true. Each wing is one person, and the wings are not attached to me so that I can dance, which I dance.
Yeah, dance and crunch boots. Your little fucking wobbly ass knee. Wibbity wobbity wobbly wobbin.
Now, I dance the house down. My outfit is fierce, and then my gown unclockably turns into a fucking
Bob. First of all,
leotard.
No. I've seen it. I'm not saying your number is bad, but mine is definitely a great number as well. So please don't try it.
Oh yeah, your number is great, but my number is fucking fantastic. That is the difference between our numbers. Your number is like Yeah, Monet did a thing with some feathers and some boots that don't match her outfit.
My boots, they match the blue. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there is a blue feather, which, by the way, phoenixes don't have blue anywhere in them. This thing.
Okay, first of all, my number again it's conceptual. I'm a flame. You see, because you're so caught up in the world of being basic and just being a phoenix. I wanted to encapsulate all that a phoenix is, which is feathers and fire and flame and do everything. You're just being very one dimensional. I'm being cerebral and having an actual concept and an actual visualized design.
Oh my God, Monet, you are so ridiculous.
I'm not ridiculous.
There's a lot of different reasons why your concept in theory works, but in actuality does not work. Okay.
What do you want me to set myself on fire, bitch?
Do what?
You want me to just light, get a match and strike it and light my ass up?
That's what Shangela would have done. Also, can we talk about this picture of you from Nightgowns where you have been liquefied within an inch of your life?
I have not been liquefied. First of all, when I did Nightgowns, I wore my steel-bone corset. On this tour, I'm not wearing that corset because
you sure late. You sure the hell are not, Miss Thing.
In that picture, I was wearing my corset. I cannot. You know how a corset, do you wear your corset every show?
Bitch, every time I get on stage, so I don't get fucking read by these shady ass fans, I put that corset on.
No, I can't. It's that I wore it every episode of Drag Race, and it's a pain, girl. I can't.
I am wearing that corset. I am doing all the choreography and wearing that corset. Yes, ma'am, I am. Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, and
why you talking?
But going back to your audition, I believe in you. I know you're a fierce actress, and I think that you may get it.
What's mine will be mine, and what's not cannot be mine. So, case the blah, the blah.
Well, and even though you fucked it up, I saw your audition tape for season 8, and you still got that. So I believe that you can still get this. I believe in you.
Monet, shut your crunchy Emmy-winning ass up. You are quickly not acting like the nicest drag queen in the world anymore, man.
I am very congenial, but I'm very honest.
Well, the unnamed assailant on Bianca's Instagram post has reached out to us.
Oh, he did. This bitch, he did reach out, and we will be having a convo with him.
Are you going to be nice to him?
I'm going to be honest in my feelings.
But can you be cordial and not cause a scene? Can you act like you're not from Brooklyn for
I'm about to say I'm going to try my best and not be a banji bitch from Brooklyn. I promise you that I'm going to try my best. But when I hear the bullshit, it's just going to make me. I'm just going to be reactive.
Monet, don't be Cardi B. Don't throw a shoe. Don't get pulled out with one shoe, a rip in your dress, and a lump on your head.
What do you think about that? So did you hear what Nikki said on Queen Radio about it?
What'd she say? I
meant to send it to you. It was like she was like really perturbed and she was really pissed. She was like, basically what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I was like, this bitch, she's at the height of her career and she's walking into an event, throwing a shoe and claiming that I said all these bad things about her kid and blah 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 blah. She was like, this is a problem with with social media and stuff today. We're not recognizing that this bitch has a problem, that she's so focused on me at the height of her career and slandering her own image, and everyone is kicking back and kikiing and laughing. They're like, she needs to be helped. What do you say to that?
Honestly, this is what I say. I'm kind of annoyed that the 3 biggest names in rap right now are 2 women and 1 guy. It's Nicki, Cardi, and Drake. Two women are the top 3 in the hip hop name right now, and why come they have to be pitted against each other? And I really do think it's because the fans are constantly making them, go against each other. The fans are constantly putting them against each other and compare them to each other. And after a while, I think that starts to get to your brain, and especially if you're new to being famous like Cardi is,
right.
That shit fucks with you. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, instead of these 2 taking over the hip hop game, which they could have fucking done. It's these 2 against each other, but Drake gets to hang out with every other hip hop artist. You know what I
mean? And also, we also have to recognize that these, not for nothing, these are 2 bitches, one from Jamaica, Queens, okay, the last stop on the fucking E train, Sutphin Boulevard, and one bitch from Fordham Road in the Bronx. So these are 2 hood bitches.
So it's literally the last stop on the A and the last stop on the
on the 4 train, girl. You know, like these are hood
These
bitches.
bitches are from the end of the tracks, honey.
Literally. So like, you know, someone who I love and admire, Amanda Seals. I listen to her podcast all the time. She was like, she was really bothered that that everyone is making a big deal. Like, oh, I can't believe that they went to a New York Fashion Week, blah blah blah. She was like, stop glorifying like white spaces. She was like, just because she's like they can fight at a bar in the Bronx and they can fight at New York Fashion Week, like that, like she's basically saying like, what makes that space so sacred that they can't do what the fuck they want to?
Because white people have curated it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what gagged me? That Tom Arnold and Mark Burnett. I don't know who Mark Burnett is. But
Mark Burnett is the guy who produces Survivor.
Oh, does he? Mm-hmm. So they got into a fist fight at a fucking
a fist fight
Emmy party.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, girl. Yes, they got into a fucking fight at a Tom Arnold tweeted out, Mark Burnett just went ape shit and choked me at this huge Emmy party. Then he ran away with his torn pink shirt and missing gold chain. I'm waiting for LAPD.
Word. So
Nicki and Cardi have started a trend. And it has reached over to middle-aged white men, which is go to official events and start fucking scrapping.
Oh, bitch! Let me tell you something. You watch out. The next event I see your ass, I'm just gonna throw a shoe at your head.
Bitch, on site means on site.
I'm fucking up Bob the drag queen, the old fucking Rain, and I'm beating that bitch up on site.
I feel like half y'all don't know what on-site means. On-site means soon as I see you. I don't give a fuck if you're with your children. I don't care if you're at your grandma's funeral. I don't give a fuck if you're at the fucking post office. If you are standing in line at Chipotle, bitch. On-site means on-site. Next time my eyes meet your vicinity, shit's going down.
Bob, please, you are from fucking Clayton County. Like, what the fuck do you know about that?
Monet, you were not last. Monet, you were in Clayton County for a full 1 year, and you came back. Ben, they made fun of me for being fat and Jamaican. They bullied me. Yeah, that's how we do out here in these streets.
Bitch, please, like, y'all don't know. Let me tell you something. In New York, we know about fucking on site, all right? In junior high school, I was fucking bitches up on site. In Clayton County, you was at fucking Chick-fil-A making chicken sandwiches.
Okay, that was in college. It was in Columbus, Georgia. And look, you are so proud. Look how proud you are being violent. Just.
I'm not proud, but it was survival. It was survival.
I'm gonna play it back.
It's not about being proud. It was about survival, girl. It was like either you fight or get beat up.
I'm sure lots of people survive through New York City without
Absolutely
getting in fist fights.
Absolutely. If you went to New York, listen, Sibling Rivalry listeners who grew up in New York City, if you went through your entire school life and never fought, please tweet me, or I need to know, because I guarantee you, at least, this is a real statistic, at least 65% of kids who went to school in New York City, grew up in New York City, you have fought at some point.
I want to talk to Justin Nako.
Oh, bitch, Justin Nako went to high school together. Justin Nako got into another fight with a guy named Ryan in his junior year.
There is no way fucking Chelsea
she did.
Fighting.
Yes, she
did.
Beat up?
Did she get beat up?
I didn't see the fight. I just heard about it.
But did you hear she got her ass whooped?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. You know Nika Mirage was fighting in school?
Bitch, you know Nikki was fighting bitches in school.
You think Nika Mirage was fighting over at LaGuardia Performing Arts High School?
She did. Oh my God, she did go to LaGuardia. I went to PPAS, which was the rival school of LaGuardia.
But not like an actual rival, kind of like Peter Murray is to.
Oh my God, you are I say this all the time. You are a literal terrorist.
Well, bitch, you are cohorting with me, so shit, you are guilty by association, Miss Thing.
No, I'm not. I said it time and time again that you're just jealous of our tour.
If we're gonna talk about terrorism and literal terrorists, can we have a discussion about Brian Lauder, who writes for Slate?
Oh my God! Yes, I had a visceral. I literally threw my phone across the room. I couldn't even get through the whole article. I read the first 2 paragraphs and like, he is shit.
The title of the article is RuPaul's Drag Race won its first Emmy for reality series. RuPaul seriously wasted the moment. And then underneath that it says, couldn't Mama Ru at least mention her queer children?
Like, what the fuck? And you know what? And I get so annoyed talking about this on the podcast sometimes too, because some of the listeners will be like, Bob and Monet just up Ru's ass. They just No, it's about us also now having the pleasure, or sometimes not the pleasure, of being public figures. And every time you get an accolade or you get an award or you have a platform, you do not need to not justify to embrace the entire queer community. Just because you don't do that doesn't mean that you are a nasty, disgusting person, and it really pisses me off that is the expectation.
The fact that Ru is up there accepting the award is an applaud for the queer community,
right?
So he wrote. So also RuPaul wrote. I would like to thank on behalf of the 140 queens who have released into the wild, to which he wrote, hold please, to be clear, these queens were already working in the wilds of their local queer communities well before they joined RuPaul's Drag Race. RuPaul did not invent or discover them. He merely provided them a larger platform. He should be profusely grateful for the queer brilliance that they lent to his workroom and by extension to his brand and bank account. I'm like, first of all, shut your basic white ass up.
Right.
What cracks me up is last time this other guy came out of the closet, an NBA player came out of the closet. Brian Lauder also had a bunch of choice words to say about him coming out of the closet and how his coming out was awkward and uncomfortable. So it seems like anytime a black queer person reaches a political, social landmark, he comes out of the closet. It was a guy named Jason Collins who came out of the closet when he was playing for the Celtics. This fucking Brian guy comes out of the closet and talks about and discredits what they have done and what they have achieved.
Yeah, and like people don't understand, especially if you're not a fucking working drag queen in the world. Shut your ass up, because you literally do not know the struggle. What RuPaul is saying is that he has given us this platform so that all of us can now travel the world and do the things that our hearts have desired for so long, because of the avenue of RuPaul's Drag Race and because of the literally immediate stardom that you get from the time that your name is launched to be on the show. You are propelled into stardom, into doing the thing that you've always wanted to do, because Drag Race is that vessel and because of the platform that Ru has given us. That is what he's saying. He's not saying that we were some measly, scraggly flops in the Jepsons, like in the sewers of our city. That's not what Ru is saying. And Brian, oh my God, it's just garbage. It is literal garbage.
To quote Justin Masters, just as I thought, trash.
Like, for real, girl. And it's very silly. It's very annoying.
He also went on in this article to call her a so-called icon,
which is just, again, shit. He is a fucking icon.
He goes, if I sound harsh, award speeches are not, after all, the most accommodating of genres. Consider also how easy it is to have been merely mentioned that your show is made by, at least partially, for queer people who, in the current political climate of ongoing, I hate when people say current political climate. Saying current political climate is just like fodder to get people to agree with you. Current political climate,
right?
Of ongoing assaults on LGBTQ equality might appreciate a small note of recognition or even solidarity from a queer leader on network television. It can be done. Ryan Murphy is focusing most of his acceptance speech on American Crime Story, blah, 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 blah. Instead, we got a tour of Ru's Rolodex on some lazy brand reinforcement.
Shut your fucking that shit. And then you're gonna get some fucking Twitter warriors and fucking idiots online are gonna be like, yeah, totally. Fuck off.
And they will all be white, every single one of them.
No, because you have people, no shade, like Philip Henry, who are going to be like, yeah, for the guy who writes he's a friend of mine in New York City, where he writes a lot of stuff kind of echoing these viewpoints.
Well, I just am kind of, actually, we should have Philip fucking Henry on here too.
We should have Philip on. I would love that.
So kind of weirded out by people who all they can do is trash RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race, and yet they are constantly watching, constantly tuning in, constantly yickety yakety and smickety smackety, and just going on and on about how, I don't know, I just find it a little bit interesting personally, how, this black queer person is reaching all these heights and how quick people are to tear them down at literally the slightest idea of like they say RuPaul was not nice to Pearl once, burn the
God,
witch.
that
RuPaul
bullshit.
didn't thank the queer community, burn the witch. You know what I mean?
Well, also it's part of the culture now. It's like no one is ever allowed to misspeak or to like if you misspeak, you are the fucking devil. You are Lucifer. You are the devil incarnate yourself. If you ever misspeak or you ever make a mistake, it's like no one is allowed to.
Which is true is, you know, if people don't feel comfortable being wrong around you, people are going to stop wanting to be around you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
True.
And no one is allowed to make mistakes anymore. I feel like back in the day, people
God.
were allowed to make mistakes and be wrong and find out that what they said wasn't right. But nowadays, no, you can't say a single thing wrong.
Right.
And I'm intrigued by the fact that like someone who can go on the Oprah Winfrey show, who is a former KKK member, can go on the show and everyone will like scream about how great they are because they reform their ways. Meanwhile, the people who are actually in the community with you the whole time who weren't in the KKK can't get the same appreciation.
Exactly.
Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I get it.
I mean, no one's more celebrated than the rehabilitated. That's a line from Wicked.
Is it?
Yeah, but also, how about the ones who didn't need rehabilitation in the fucking first place?
Agreed,
you know?
girl. It's such. Oh my god! It just really infuriates me. It gets me so mad. And again, this would be my viewpoint whether I got cast on the show or if I never got cast on the show. I do consider RuPaul an icon. I do consider a RuPaul a hero, a personal hero of mine. Like I just, this is someone who has done a lot for the queer community, and to look at one misstep or one misspeak and say that, oh no, everything else you've done is not valid, you're shit, you've never been there for us, it's just very silly.
Yeah, it's mad silly, it's not fierce, it's not cute. This is one of those parts where you and I share the same opinion, so it's not going to be as interesting.
No, but I think people want to hear what we got to say. Don't y'all want to hear what we got to say? Oh my god, it just sounded like you.
I'll add in. What? How?
That my voice got all crackly, scraggly, and draggedy.
Okay, first of all, my voice sounds pure as the nightingale of the sky.
Bitch,
okay?
oh, let's rewind back to a few months in Berkeley where you couldn't. I'm Sibling Rivalry. Oh shit, Sibling Rivalry. Y'all about to get some inside tea. Sometimes we could not record episodes because Bob would not listen to me and go see the ENT about his fucking chords, and he literally could not speak. So we would schedule dates, and Bob could not do it because his voice was literally gone.
You really think you're doing something?
I'm letting our listeners know the real tea.
Yes, I have vocal problems, ladies and gentlemen. I do not have the strongest vocal cords. I lose my voice sometimes, and by the time I'm 40, I'm going to sound like Bianca Del Rio, if not worse.
You see, the viewers want to see you vulnerable. We stand a vulnerable queen, Bob.
We stand. I want to have. Speaking of vulnerability, I'm going to pitch this to you on the air. I want to get Eureka on the podcast to talk about her public relation issues. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Do you want to have her on or no?
Sure, let's do it.
Are you saying sure because you're on the air and I put you on the spot?
No, I want to do it. Let's do it.
No, I was looking at some Eureka stuff, but okay, I was like so out of the loop, and every time I kept seeing people posting online, they kept saying stuff like it'd be a picture of like me, Eureka, and Kim or something, and folks would be like, "We love 3 queens of color."
Oh, look at that! That's going back to that time when she made that story about her meeting some woman named Shaniqua or whatever it was. Who told her.
Oh, I didn't even know. Did they have? I don't know. So I looked into it. Apparently, one time. Eureka Franklin.
Franklin.
Urethra O'Hara. Apparently, one time Eureka said she wished that she was black.
Right.
So now everyone, when they see her, they say she's black. Or the people keep posting memes of all the black queens, plus Eureka being like, I can't believe they had so many queens of color on All Stars.
Oh no, my favorite one is when
on Drag Race.
Someone took the picture of the Black Girl Magic and they photoshopped Eureka's face on all of our.
So what is up with like Eureka and like is it did she said she met someone named Shaniqua?
Yeah, I forgot what the story was, but she and I'll find out, and I'm sure our listeners probably know. She met like something happened, and then she met someone, and she claims that she met some woman named Shaniqua or Sade or something like that, who basically like. And that person helped her to see the error of her way of her ways, but the fans were like that interaction never happened because the whole interaction sounded very sketchy, like how she met her and what the words quote unquote that this woman said. So now the fans always ask her how is this person doing? It's like Eureka just digs herself deeper and deeper and deeper into this like limbo of racial stuff.
Yeah, I think we should talk to her. Someone put her face on Shangela and it says, "Hallelujah, I'm black, bitches."
Well, also here's my thing. So I've seen obviously snippets of the show, Work the World, and I saw her do this number Bell on the Runway. I'm so confused by this Is Me number because she does This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, and behind her she has this huge fucking jumbotron screen of things saying that she's racist and that and but she's singing the song This Is Me. So it's like almost like she's embracing, yeah, this is me. I'm racist. I don't like black people. It's like I get what she's trying to do, but the message is just not clear, and it just makes I don't know. It just does not help her cause.
Yeah, I think that what had happened was she did not realize that if she stands in front of a sign that says racist and then she performs a song that says "This Is Me," it looks like you're saying, well, this is me. I'm a racist. What do you want? I think that maybe she wasn't terribly aware of that. But I will say this, touring with Eureka O'Hara, I really don't get the idea that she... Okay, first of all, for the record, for the 19th time, I think all white people are racist. All of them. Even the ones... Even you listening right now, Carl, you cannot be white and not racist. You cannot be white, raised in America, and not have a bias towards whiteness and against people of color. It's literally impossible.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Racist. I didn't ask you to agree. I'm telling you this is a fact. All white people have a bias toward white people and a bias against people of color. It is the way you are raised. You cannot live in America and not have that. If you walk down the street and a pack of black dudes dressed like black dudes want to dress are walking towards you late at night, you cross the street, that is a racist act, what you're doing. And you have been conditioned to do that. That racism has been conditioned in your brain, and you can't escape that kind of behavior. I'm not saying that being racist makes you bad, but all white people are racist. That's just the bottom line.
That's a very interesting. I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh, again, I'm not looking for.
Okay, well, bitch, this is our podcast. I'm not trying to give you validation. I'm just saying I don't know if I agree. I cannot agree.
Call me a bitch. Oh my god, Monet, just call me a bitch. Honestly, it's something I got from watching Jane Elliott videos on YouTube, and she pointed it out. And then, the more I listened to it, I was like, she's right. All white people are racist. Jane Elliott pointed out, like
Who's Jane Elliott?
Jane Elliott is this teacher, and she got famous because when Martin Luther King was assassinated, the next day at school, she took her class and she divided them up by kids with brown eyes.
Oh yeah, that lady. Yes, I've seen the videos. Yes. The old short white lady with the glasses.
Yeah. So every single person who had blue eyes, she would treat them really poorly. And then what she realized was that by doing this class, the people who had blue eyes within one class, if they had blue eyes, all of a sudden, because they were treated poorly and told they weren't as good, even when they were told it was an experiment, they became less able to do their homework. Their answers weren't as good.
I remember this.
Their confidence went down, and because she created a world where people with blue eyes aren't as smart, aren't as good, they're combative. And then when someone with blue eyes, and she does these experiments with adults too now, and when someone with blue eyes gets really upset about what she's saying, she goes, "See, look, they're combative. I told you, people with blue eyes are very, very combative.
Yeah.
They can't help it. It's literally how they are. Even when she's done everything she can to make sure this person will be combative. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she has a theory that I don't know if it's her theory, but she's the first one I heard say it, that all white people are racist. She goes, including myself. And I looked at what she said, and I was like, you're right. Because if you have a bias toward white people and against people of color, that makes you racist.
So, and
especially if you're white.
Well, I think that we should put that clip, because there's a really viral clip of like some kid getting mad and getting up, right?
Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, my favorite clip of hers when she looks at the room and she goes, if you think black people are treated poorly in this country, raise your hand. And then no one raises their hand. And then she goes, okay, how about this question? If you want to be treated the way black people are treated in this country,
raise your hand.
Please raise your hand. And no one raised their hand. She goes, so what you're saying is, you know there's a problem, you know it's not right, and you don't want it for you. So why are you willing to accept it for someone else?
Gag! That is so legendary. That's iconic, bitch.
Oh, Jane Elliott is a legend, honey. A fucking legend. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
So yeah, Eureka is racist, but also so is Michelle Visage, and so is Sasha Velour, and so is Aquaria, and so is Trixie Mattel. Like, they all have bias toward white people, white skin, and white conditions.
Yeah. I guess I never really, honestly, growing as a black person in the world, growing up, like, I just feel like I'm constantly not like I'm like above knowledge, I'm saying, but I'm constantly having to reassess and reanalyze what I think I know about race.
I was just talking to Trixie today, and
how that white bitch doing?
Trixie, well, let me tell you right now, Trixie is doing quite well. Trixie literally just did 52 fucking cities on her U.S. tour, which is it's like crazy. She got all these. I mean, honestly, it's really amazing that she's getting all this stuff, and it kind of just blows my mind that she's
fierce.
I don't know. She is like fucking shutting the game down. You know what I mean?
Is. She's turning it out, girl. Soak it up, bitch.
Bitch, soak it all the fucking way up. I'm like, I can't believe that. But you know what? Honestly, good for her. Like, I am so happy that good things are happening for Trixie, because she really has worked so hard for it. Trixie went from fucking being with Neverland, and I think she either dropped them or they dropped her. Then she went over to Diana, who was a much smaller company, and she was like, I mean, she did the Divas of Drag tour, which Alyssa Edwards famously called the B-list cast. And now she has a fucking solo tour where she's the only goddamn act. I mean, talk about fucking it up. You know what I mean?
Do you think she'll let me borrow $5?
She probably will. Although Trixie and Kim have this weird thing where they both like to act like they don't have money, which I think is weird. I don't know why they do that.
I know, but Trixie's very vocal about it. She's like, girl, I act like I don't make. Trixie knows that.
It's just weird. It's a weird thing where they act like they don't have money. It's very strange. Like, I don't know how Kim is sitting around here with a fanny pack acting like she don't have money.
Also, let's talk about that. So listeners, so Bob shames me for buying extravagant
Monet,
bags.
You in the word shame, you throw the word shame around like
no, bitch, it's what you fucking did. You'll be like,
I did not shame you. I said, Monet, that is a lot of money to spend on a bag. I can't believe you spent that much money.
Bob, that's shame. And no, because then coupled with that, you would say something like, wow, Monet, I can't believe you do that. That's shaming.
Let me tell you real quick that the hottest guy I hooked up with on the road was in where are the Beatles from?
Bitch, I don't
Liverpool.
know.
Liverpool.
Is that where they did that famous picture when they're crossing the street?
That's Abbey Road.
Oh. Is that a Liverpool?
I don't know where I don't know. I'm not sure where Abbey Road is, but I'm pretty sure it's not in Liverpool.
I think it is in Liverpool.
You're literally making that up.
Abbey Road is in London.
Yeah. But anyway, what I'm telling you is that this guy was he was the prettiest person I think I've ever hooked up with in my life. And we hooked up in Liverpool, and that's really the whole story. There isn't really more to the story than that.
Did he have a big dick?
He did not, but it was great. It was substantial. He had short hair. He was about 5'8".
Ugh, short.
He was
gross.
maybe your complexion, maybe a little bit lighter.
Gross. Fucking 5'8". That is so short.
Man, that is so rude and nasty to Miss Cracker.
He's on.
How has touring been with you, by the way? You're on the road with all the. You're on the road. Who are you on the tour with?
Wait, really quick. I want to say, is it weird that I think that my boyfriend is the hottest guy in the world? I'm not even trying to say that to be cute or whatever. I really think he's so hot.
That's not weird. Monet has a boyfriend. She will not ever let you forget it.
That is not true.
Monet, you are the girl I knew you were. You are the girl. You are who caught us on camera. Oh my God, give me a kiss, baby. Babe gave me a kiss. Heart emoji.
No,
Super zoom with the hearts.
You are so extra. I did not even do that.
Monet, that is you. I came to visit Babe.
Bob, I posted one video on my story. That's literally the only video I've ever posted.
2 videos that were back to back on your story, and you stopped after I made fun of you.
No, okay, the other one was me just zooming. Oh my God, you're so extra.
Monet, the truth hurts.
You bitch, you have a boyfriend too.
Yeah, I do have a boyfriend. I very much, but I don't rub it in your face. Also, in your defense, what you do with your boyfriend is none of my motherfucking business.
I was about to say that. I bet you have a fucking tattoo on my back that says it. What other people think is none of my business. You don't like my PDA with my fucking man. That's not my fucking business or my problem.
I have already blocked you on Instagram. It was so obnoxious.
Also, just so y'all know, Bob is not the lovey-dovey, affectionate type of person. And in fact, Bob was like, Monet, if you ever get married, I will not attend your wedding. Isn't that some fucking bullshit? Bobby, yes, you'll fucking be there. And I promise you, if I was to get married and you don't come, I mean, that would just be the end of our friendship. And I would honestly just delete you from my life, to be very honest.
Monet, do not make your wedding day about, oh my God, it's back. It's back. The bug is back.
The bitch is back. That's an Aretha Franklin song, The Bitch is Back.
Monet, the bug is back. Oh, shit. Hold on, I have to kill it. Wait a second. Here I go. I'm going in. I can't hear you, Monet. Oh, fuck. I'm going in.
Just raggedy bitch.
Oh, my God.
You are a white woman. He is a...
Oh, it's flying.
Spiders don't fly.
Oh, my God. Monet, I'm so uncomfortable. It was on my dress. I'm not wearing a dress, but it's like on a dress in my closet. It landed on my fucking yellow dress.
That tired ass shit.
Oh my God, I'm so.
Well, why did you go in the basement and do it?
Because it's quiet in the basement and it's raining upstairs.
Oh. Back to what I was saying. I was like, I would delete you from my life if you did not attend one of the most important. Honestly, also, I don't know if I am the marrying type. I don't know if that's a thing for me. But if I was to get married in the future, you would. You're just full of shit. You would be there. Don't even. You just.
Okay. First of all, Monet, do not make your whole wedding day about me. I'm not interested in that lifestyle. I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative. And then on top of that, I told you since before you ever. I feel like as soon as me and a friend start becoming good friends, I tell them right away, I'm not coming to your wedding. And I don't want it to be a big thing.
Bob, you're full of shit. You're coming to my wedding. I don't know why we have that discussion. It's not a thing.
I told Mitch the same thing. Mitch is engaged, and when I am not at his wedding, he gonna be looking real crazy.
Bob, you're full of shit. I'm not even into giving this conversation any more energy or life.
Well, you about to be giving this conversation when you marry the most beautiful man in the world with his fucked up ankle.
Oh my God! Don't say that. You are so rude and nasty.
But wait, it's not rude of me to not want to come to your wedding. It's just I just don't like weddings.
Bob, it's not about you. It's about the person.
I know.
It's about me. Your best.
Literally has nothing to do with me.
It's about me, your best friend, someone that you supposedly love and care about. That's what it's about. So you have to put yourself aside and just. I know this is hard for you to fathom, but putting your ego away. And you being there for me. I know it's a very hard concept for you to think about, but just try to embrace the idea of just stifling your ego for an hour and 20 minutes and just being there for me.
Well, Monet, I put myself aside and do things for you often, and I love to do it, but what I am not interested in doing is coming to yours or anyone's. It's not just you. It's not about you. It's not about you.
I don't know why I'm even entertaining this because you will be there. End of story. Moving on.
I feel like this is going to be a really upsetting day when you and I aren't friends anymore just because I didn't come to your wedding, which I told you I wasn't going to do probably 3 or 4 years ago. But when the day comes and you send me that letter and I don't RSVP, don't get mad at me.
Anyway, moving on.
Bitch, it's gonna happen. If you do try to act crazy, bitch, I'm gonna fucking Mark Burnett the shit out of you. You gonna be Tom Arnold. I'm gonna be Mark Burnett. And I'm gonna choke your ass out at a pre-Emmy party when you standing there with your Emmy award.
Also, wasn't it cool to when they went to go get the Emmy to see all those people that we work with on the show, like Bruce and Mandy,
it was great seeing
Jacqueline, Mish,
and Todrick was up there.
Todrick was up there. I was like, where'd Todrick come from?
Todrick posted online next to all the Emmy awards. I was like, why? I'll just text him and said, take one. Grab Monet's Emmy for her.
Hello. I think they emailed me. I think they're sending it via courier next weekend or something.
God,
like that.
That's not a thing. Also, you know they make you you have to buy your Emmy.
I know. How much would they cost? You think?
$500 or $800. Either $500 or $800. I remember specifically it's either $500 or $800.
Oh, that's so cheap.
Wow, must be nice.
Oh my God.
Must
anyway,
be nice to be rolling in the dough like Monet Exchange.
Well, that's my name.
I wish I could be as rich as Monet Exchange.
Oh God. Anyway, UK. I am coming. Well, I'm calling it my mostly UK tour because I am doing a stop in Dublin. I'm going to be in Bristol on the 19th. Dublin. I'm going to be in Glasgow. I'm going to be in Cardiff. I'm going to be in Southampton. I'm going to be in Nottingham. I'm going to be in Liverpool, Manchester, Ireland. Well, Belfast, Ireland, Clapham, Leeds, and I'm going to be over at church in Dundee. So please go to my website to find out the dates and the cities and what clubs are going to be. And I can't wait to meet the UK people and Ireland and Dublin. I fucked that up once. I will never do it again. They made sure that I am shamed. I will never fuck that up ever again.
They read you the riot act, girl.
They sure did, girl. And now I'm scared every time I say UK. I'm like, Dublin, where am I going? I think we have come to the end of this podcast because this wedding thing has sent me into a tizzy and it's really upset me.
Monet, I don't know why you mad.
Because
I don't know why you all gagging.
You're so full of shit. You're going to be there.
Oh, this is going to be a really upsetting day, and I just hope that for the sake of our friendship, you just don't get married.
Also, y'all know Bob will literally do a thing until your dying day. Bob, on your God forbid, on your deathbed, God forbid that ever happens, you will be doing a thing until you take your last breath on this earth.
To my dying day, bitch, I'll be doing a thing to your wedding day. How about that? Since you talk about days, Henny.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is a great chat. I have to go get ready for my award-winning show tonight.
Oh my God, what award, bitch? What award did your show win?
I am now an Emmy Award winner. I honestly, I do want to take this time to thank everyone who is supporting me on RuPaul's Drag Race and helping me get the Emmy. I really do feel like it is because of y'all's love and support that I was able to get to this point in my career, and I look forward to many more.
But you better be careful with your acceptance speech. Brian Lauder going to write an article about you at Slate.
Oh my God, can you and I come out with our own news publication called Slave, and it'd be all.
Oh my God, Monet, it's horrible.
And it'd be all like you know, like The Onion is just all satire.
Oh, that would be really funny, actually.
Slave.
But let's try to release Sibling Rivalry on a weekly basis before we start.
Agreed. I know.
Before we start taking on new projects, how about that?
Yeah, agreed.
Well, listen, I love you very much.
I love you very much as well.
I reckon I'll see you when I see you.
Amen.
Sibling Rivalry is proudly presented by The Only Productions.
We'd like to thank you, the listeners.
And we'd like to do a big special thanks to our executive producer, Mitch Farino. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace out. Mwah.
Bye.